As you can see, this taillight is much slimmer. It looks a lot cleaner. We're going to go ahead and replace this chrome back plate as well. But there's a comparison of both taillights, the stock Harley-Davidson taillight and the MOONSMC V3. What is going on, everybody? My name is Miles. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who I am, I sell Harleys at Independence Harley-Davidson in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button. I put out content pretty frequently, so I really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel. So if you don't know already, I am getting saddlebags for my bike. I'm not going to say what kind or what style or anything like that. You're just going to have to stay tuned and see it in the following videos. But in order to do this, I have to remove my turn signals. So instead of removing them and using a turn signal relocation kit that the company sent me, I am going to do an integrated taillight. So it's going to be an LED taillight with the turn signals integrated into it. This taillight is made by MOONSMC. So I'm going to walk you through the process of installation and everything it takes to get this turn signal taillight installed. I have to do this first before I mock up my saddlebags because I can't hold the bags up and figure out where the holes need to be drilled without removing the turn signals first. So the first step is going to be pretty much stripping down the bike, the rear fender of the bike. I'm going to take the seat off, which I already did, took some stuff off of the bike, and I'm going to just totally take off the rear fender and the rear struts, get that inside, and once I get that inside, I'll be able to pay more detail to what needs to be done, and it's going to make it a little bit easier. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is strip the bike down and take the rear fender off. Looks like these are the connectors right here for the turn signals, and this is the main one for the tail light. So I'm going to go ahead and undo these first. It might be smart to take the side covers off and undo the negative terminal for the battery, but I think I can just unplug these and it should be okay. All right, we've got these disconnected, the tail light and the turn signals. You had to clip this off to get it loose, and now I should just be able to take off these two and the two on the other side and get the whole fender off. So I'm going to tell you everything that I got from MOONSMC. I got the LED, the V3 Moons taillight, integrated taillight. You're going to need the wiring harness as well. And then I also got the black back plate for the taillight. You'll see that the stock one is chrome, so I might as well change that to black while I'm at it. Those are the three things you're going to need from MOONSMC to do this job. All right, now that I've got the fender off, I'm basically going to strip it down. You have to take these struts off the fender because the line from the turn signal is back here, and we've got to get back here to unscrew the turn signal from the strut. So basically, I'm going to strip this down, take off the old tail light here, strip it down, disassemble it, and then reassemble it correctly. Once you get the fender strut off of the fender itself, there's a backing plate back here, and that should come right out. There's the backing plate, which the strut mounts to. Now that I've got the strut off, I can go ahead and unscrew the turn signal here and take the line out of it completely. I've got the first turn signal off the bike. As you can see, it just hangs like that. And this is a good time to clean your fender. Got some Harley-Davidson gloss detailer here, and I'm cleaning off the fender. I'm just taking the turn signals out of each strut and then mounting them back. Then I'm going to take off the tail light and clean up the underside of this and put it all back together. I've got both the fender struts off, took off the turn signals on both sides, put the struts back on, and now we are going to do the taillight. As you can see, this taillight is much slimmer. It looks a lot cleaner. We're going to go ahead and replace this chrome back plate as well. But there's a comparison of both taillights, the stock Harley-Davidson taillight and the MOONSMC V3. Using a screwdriver, I got this screw loose, pulled the stock taillight off, and then you've got the circuit board there, which you unplug this from, and then underneath the wiring harness, the stock wiring harness, will be unplugged as well. And we're going to reuse this stock circuit board here, and we're just going to mount that to the MOONSMC black taillight base. So we're going to do that right now. What I've done is installed the black backing plate. We've got the MOONSMC wiring harness that I put in the same spot that the stock wiring harness was in, and here's what goes into the bike. Turn this over, make sure I press this down good so it stays to the fender. We've got the tail light here in the back. Let me turn it over and let's look at it. Plugged the MOONSMC into the circuit board here, brown for the left turn signal, green for the right turn signal, and then there's a button back here for the strobe, which we're gonna test out once I put the fender back on the bike. I got everything back on the bike. I plugged everything back in the first time and the left turn signal was not working. I tried a couple different things. I didn't know what to do. I was using the MOONSMC circuit board, so I just went ahead and put the Harley-Davidson circuit board back in the taillight, unplugged everything, plugged it back in a couple times, and finally I got it working right. So let's see how it looks here. Right turn signal, left turn signal, and then I got the brake just flash, which is pretty cool. There's a strobe module in the MOONSMC, so it flashes. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So now I'm at the point where I can mock up the bags, I can line them up and figure out how to mount them. But overall, that was an easy process. Got to tighten these bolts down, make sure everything's tight and finished, you know. But that's about it for the MOONSMC integrated tail light. Looks good. It cleans up the end of the bike, cleans up the tail of the bike there, and I'll be able to use saddlebags now. If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe, like my videos, check out some of my other content. Stay tuned for the saddlebag installation and everything. It's about to storm out here, so I'm gonna head inside and call it a night. My name is Miles. Ride fast, take chances. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.